All right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the Spiritual War Room. All right, guys, so we are going to look into the death of Alexei Navalny. If I'm saying his name right. Alexei Navalny. Okay, this is Putin's number one critic, right? Navalny was reported dead by Russian prison officials. Okay. All right, so Navalny entered the political scene in 2012, obviously as an outspoken critic of Putin and the corruption of the elite. Okay. He even had plans to challenge Putin in 2018 in the presidential election, but because of an embezzlement conviction that he received, he wasn't able to do that, to run against Putin. So Putin labeled Navalny's foundation. I don't know anything about this group, but Putin labeled his foundation as an extremist group because he was arrested for unauthorized protests, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of silencing those who have an issue. Let them say something. Yeah, so Navalny, obviously, he protested a lot against the corruption because, let's be real, there's corruption in every government. So, doesn't really surprise me, and there are people who will make a stink about it, which is, again, let the people talk, But, yeah, so Putin has a reputation of, silencing his critics, right? So, yeah. Okay, in 2020, Navalny led a campaign against the constitutional amendments that would allow Putin to remain in power until 2036. This is the same year that Navalny would be evacuated off a flight in Germany, where doctors and scientists determined he had been poisoned with a nerve agent. After recovering in Germany, Navalny returned to Russia in 2021 and was arrested upon arriving. Russia claims it was for repeated violations of Navalny's probation. Navalny was, because he was an outspoken critic, even behind bars, he spoke on the poor conditions, the poor treatment. He staged hunger strikes. By the end of 2023, his aides and lawyers had lost contact. Navalny resurfaced 3 weeks later on a video after being transferred to Polar Wolf, a remote Arctic location. Okay. So we're going to look into the Russian story. He went out for a walk. He lost consciousness, and their attempts to revive him were unsuccessful. He went out for a walk. Murder for hire. There is someone, King of Pentacles, whoever this represents, paid someone. I'm getting, with the Ace of Wands, it's almost like a friend. A friend. female friend who was supposed to be in communication with helping him get out. This was supposed to be a friend that was paid by this, yeah. It was a collaboration, a feminine energy. It's the truth. This was someone on his team. I'm hearing he didn't realize the danger he was in. Why did they... Okay. Why did Russia move him? Why did they relocate? Like, didn't he move? They're saying that they didn't hear from him. There's that female again. She's deceptive. Wow, this is crazy. Okay. Why did Russian officials decide to move him to like a remote place? It was almost like they had to isolate him. Like almost isolate. It's like witness protection. I don't know. It's almost like, but they had to. It's like they were burdened with having to try to protect him because they knew that, like, if they were to get to him and assassinate him, that they would point the finger at Russia and everybody would come after them. It's almost, oh my God, this is crazy, like, strategy, and how I think everybody's like pointing what did they, when they did it was Putin, it was all him, because he was like, Navalny was a very, seen as a very strong and loved person, who spoke against corruption. And let's be real, there is corruption. But I don't think he did this, man. It was actually somebody. If he got, I don't know what they're saying, but if they're saying we haven't communicated with him. How did they get to him though? Somebody. There's this King of Pentacles. This very powerful person, financially powerful, who wanted this person gone. This is it's about money though. They're creating, oh, Spirit says that's the truth, yep. They're creating this new conflict. Wow. To get the funding that they need, the aid. financial aid. Yeah, about money for death and destruction around the world. Wow. That was a stupid thing to do. Judgment's gonna be called. Wow, what the fuck? Wow. I think Russia knew that they were after him. They know how they play their game, like they'll take out their own. They'll take out their own. Because this person could have been like some kind of informant for other governments. But they were willing to take out their own. I'm hearing it's like you're trying to take out one of your own, but they're one of ours, you know, like... What did Putin say when... I forgot who... I don't know if he was talking to Tucker, or if this was another... I can't remember. I'm just trying to remember. I'm trying to recall. Sorry. He was saying that in the conflict with Ukraine, Russian soldiers gave Ukrainian soldiers the chance to surrender. You know, surrender, or you know, or you're gonna lose your lives. And he was saying that they said in perfect Russian, Russians don't surrender. So they lost their lives. And to me, like, that kind of stood out to me. And he was like, you know, they're part of us. They're, you know, our brothers. And they're still dying for, you know, causes that don't serve them or don't. So even though this was his opposition, Navalny was his opposition, he still saw him as, well, he's one of our brothers, you know, just who happened to be led astray by other, you know, special interests, you know, and it has to do with money, the special interests of war, death and destruction. Wow. They probably, like, they probably, I don't even want to say that they treated him poorly. I think if he was telling people how poorly he was, I don't even get that I don't even get that. Yeah, they're so mean to me. The government's like, what you talking about? What are you talking about? We treat you really well. But they had to make it seem like to the people that Navalny answered to, you know, that he was being mistreated, you know. Yeah, they knew that they were going to turn. Oh my God. Wow. Russia knew that they would turn on him. They were, oh my God. That's why they tried to hide him. It wasn't because they wanted to silence him. They needed to hide him because they knew that these people aren't loyal. That they would even use their own wife to take him out. That's how much power and influence this person has. Yeah, they got the message. They got the message. The wife, the lover, someone close to this person got the message. You benefit if you collaborate, if you work with us. This is crazy. I'm not planning on releasing this because I feel like I always hate that whole scripted shit. Reading, like I would just suck doing that. Like maybe I just need to practice, but I hate that shit. Really, I just write it down so I can remember what to talk about, and I could hopefully just kind of go off the top of my head so it doesn't sound so scripted, but at the same time, you know, it helps me stay on point because my mind goes everywhere. Okay, yeah, collaboration with the family. You'd be smart to work with us. We can ruin your whole lives by taking everything away from you. Yeah. These are threats. These are threats. So it's like they threaten the family. You'd be smart to work with us to backstab your family. You know, your husband, your father, your mother, your daughter, your son, your brother, your sister, your cousins, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, friends, lovers, whatever. They threaten these people to betray you. I heard Epstein, so maybe, yeah, these are repeated cycles. These are things that they've done over and over again. And they know how to use this. They'll take out their own and, you know, blame the bad guy, who in this case is Russia, and Russia was actually trying to hide him to keep him alive, and I guess they got to him. Like I said, it was somebody that he trusted, a feminine energy who he trusted. How they did it, I don't know. Somebody that he trusted, somebody he cared about, somebody. Somebody who was supposed to be working for him or with him to get him home. But this person is trying to create. What is this? The message this King of Pentacles wants to create is that it's the secret police who wanted him gone, who paid for him to be taken out, that they harmed him in some way. He was so beloved. It was like, oh my God. They'll stress out like the families. Those friends. Tell them you'd be smart. You'd have victory if you move away from this person and just turn your back on them. Betray them. Even though they love you. Your secret's safe with us. You'll never have to struggle again. No. They do. They'll just cut you off or get rid of you. once they get tired of taking care of you, or if you get rowdy and say anything. Well, so the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. I'm getting kind of like family. He could have been stressed out and disappointed. That's like he was losing one of his own. They told Putin, remember, if anything happens, there's gonna be serious consequences. Knowing the whole time that something was gonna happen to them, not because of Putin, because they themselves were gonna set something in motion. They knew it too. The Russians knew it, yep. They knew it. They try to hide them. They try to... But when you have money, when you have power, you can... This could be spies too. CIA. Tell them exactly where they are. I don't know, I keep hearing that. Project Angel. I don't know. Okay. They're watching to see where he was. It's like workers, people who work in the prison. Okay, so this is somebody who works for the prisons. They were told where they send people. Like they took them to the worst place. It's cold and it's horrible work camp. Yeah, that's where they went away. But again, it's like they had to transfer him. They had to relocate him, like hide him. Still, like, they had to hide him to keep him from being taken out. I can't get away from this. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. You were never supposed to see this. The world was never supposed to see this. Somebody's going to be pissed off that they're getting this information because they thought they could move forward. Because they're like, how dare you? How dare you do this to your people? And Russia's like, well, that's why we moved them, to keep our people safe from you people. Like, it was like, they're trying to swap responsibility. It was Russia. And Russia's like, it was hard for us to keep him safe from your attacks. It's the enemy that you call friend. It's the enemy you call family. That's the most dangerous enemy of all. How is Russia going to respond to this? Justice. There's conversations that need to be had between leaders around the world to restore balance, because this is the way people are playing the games now is it's not working anymore. People can see who's the villain and who's the victim and who's the aggressor. Judgment will be called on these leaders, the ones who bring instability to families, homes, countries, all for profit. There's a new judge. There's a new judge. All the masculines are out here. This is definitely a judgment on all the leaders, all the men. It's like reviewing, calling judgment on all the men, all the leaders, all the masculines. Interesting. Well, I'm hearing like line them up. It's just, everyone's being judged at this time. A lot of masculines are being judged for their ability to lead. Okay. So I'm going to use the index cards to get a story about this topic surrounding Alexei Navalny, okay? We're going to see which box number 4. Use this box. See what story comes out. See if we can get any more information. Story wants to come out. Too friendly. Can you keep a secret? Staged murder. Should I stay or should I go? Nostradamus, winter, graveyard. The fuck? Okay, remember I said too friendly. Testimony. Caught up. Surprise. December. Nice try. Libra's justice. They went overboard with something. This is crazy. Something about 7:30, 8 o'clock, ghost room. Sabotage. Oh my god, okay. Didn't I say Putin and Russian officials knew that they would turn on him, on Navalny? They were doing what they could to get him away, isolated, where it's cold. Graveyard. They're like, I don't know where he's at. Should I stay or should I go? What should I stay or should I go? So maybe he's not dead. He's not dead. He's trying to avoid a catastrophe because they knew. Okay, he keeps getting away. Maybe he saw something. He knew he got an inkling that something was going on. That they were trying to take him out. He doesn't even want his wife to know where he's at. He doesn't trust his wife. Yeah. He got some information, some secret. Oh my god. She's messing around with someone. This is crazy. Oh my god. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna release this reading, but I'm probably gonna try to record a better one, but shit, I was just going with it, cause why not? That's usually how it goes. Like, it takes me a minute. I'm like, hi, welcome. And then it takes me a minute to kind of get in my groove, and then I'm like, I'm alright. But at first, getting warmed up, that shit's get going. That shit takes forever sometimes, and sometimes if I'm not feeling the reading, it's just secret attack by their partner, their lover. Their partner doesn't know that they were collaborating with another person to take them out, and that they were doing this for money, that they were paid to take this person out. They could have friends, they could have connections. These people have connections in the prison system, the Russian prison system, so they knew where he was going to be, get his routine down. Just plotting something, making a plan to how are we going to do this. Russian officials knew that there was some kind of plot or plan going on. And so they were trying to, they tried to isolate him to smoke him out. Like, maybe very few people knew where he was going to be, so they kind of needed to know who the leak was. Because they were trying to keep him safe. He's like, he's somewhere else. He's somewhere else. He's not dead, though. He's hiding. And he's hiding because his own people, his own team turned against him. His own team were going to sacrifice him as the, like, you know, oh, we have to, you know, they were going to sacrifice him as, so they could justify continued support in Ukraine. See, Russia's horrible. Russia's the bad guy. Russia. See what else we can get. Time to let go. Selfish. We have Wednesday. Gemini. Okay. I don't know who's a Gemini. Something happened on Wednesday. Time to let go. This person knows that, yeah, time to walk away. This person could have made up his mind. Okay, we're gonna do this on Wednesday. They could have been like, okay, it's time to let go. This person was really holding on. Yeah, they found out some sneakiness was afoot. Time to let go. Yeah, this person, this selfish person, thought because they would never be able to see what was really going on because they were incarcerated. Like, oh, well, if they're locked up, no one's going to ever be able to see, you know. I'll do anything for money. This person could have been confronted. He could have been confronted with the fact that the person that he cared about is really selfish, that they would actually turn their back on him for money. They could have came into this understanding on Wednesday, this plan to fake this, I don't know, relocate him after this disaster, moving away from, I don't know, what he couldn't see, what his partner was willing to do for money. It's time to move you, time to let go. It's time to get out of here. What's the selfish? Selfish. Family. Friends. These people are liars. Could even be his lover. This is somebody he has children with, that they would be willing to take money by causing him destruction. So he got away from this, though. What's Wednesday? What can you tell me about Wednesday? Wednesday is when his heart broke. To learn this about his family. That the person he loved, looking at the past, He's sneaky. He's a snake. That's Wednesdays when his heart broke. What's Gemini? We have the 5. All the burdens and everything that he's suffered, he feels like it was for nothing. I try to give you the world and you just broke my heart. Okay, just move on from me. You have no love for me. He said you had no love for me, no love. This person has no love for this partner anymore. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? There are more. Playing the victim. First 48. Judgment. But there are more. If there was anything that was done to others, if anything was done to someone, and the people who were like, oh, I'm so sad, he was such a beloved person, but you know, these are the people who backstab. Yeah, judgment's going to be called on these people. Yeah, warning, frenemies. If you're a frenemy, you better be, oh my God, judgment is going to be called for sure. For sure. Ooh, wow. That's crazy, okay. These are people that you trust that do this shit. Because that's the only way they can really get to you. Your circle, man. You have to use discernment when it comes to your circle. You can't make excuses. If anything, the people closest to you should be scrutinized and looked at more carefully than anyone, because these are the people that you choose. You know, you put your life really in the hands of, like, because these are the people that you let your guard down around. So you just never expect that they're going to be a Judas, right? Have to watch, you know. Keep your enemies closer. Like, you gotta be careful. You have to know them well. We have fire, earth sign snapped. Why did this person snap? Felt defensive. Why did they feel defensive? Who is this earth sign? This is the person that collaborated with another person. Maybe that King of Pentacles earth sign. This was a collaboration. It could even to make money. To make money, okay. They had a deal, working together to go against maybe, oh, yo, okay. So the target was Russia, obviously, right? Okay, but how are we going to use this man, Alexei Navalny, to get Russia, right? We have to make Russia the bad guy. He's gonna be our sacrifice. But how are we gonna get to him, right? Because Russians knew that they were after him, that they were gonna turn on him. You know, old tricks. I'm hearing old tricks. Okay. So they had to get somebody. They always get the people closest to this person, right? So they could have been telling the wife, girlfriend, somebody that's close to him, that this person had a third party. This person was cheating on you. Make them snap, right? Snapped. Right? Even if it wasn't true. It doesn't have to be true or not, but they could have falsified shit, or but they presented evidence to this person that their partner was cheating. So they're like, you know, he ain't no good piece of shit. Why don't you just work with us and we'll take this motherfucker down, right? And we're gonna take Putin down with, you know, two birds, one stone. This bitch is like, all right, cool. Shit, he's cheating on me. Fuck him. You know, I'll help you as long as I, you know, get a nice payout, right? It's like they make these, they again, it doesn't even have to be true. They get these people to snap. The women closest to them. It's always it's like, oh my God. You gotta be careful now. You gotta be careful. Men with the women. These women can be deceitful. Yes, they can bring your whole world down. If they're not right in the head, they can snap, right? And just because they look good and you think, oh, they're successful, you know, they could be very well established and well spoken, and you just think, but man, you know, that stuff can cover up like a whole lot of insecurities. And when the right person knows how to play those insecurities, they can get people to snap. And they'll bring your whole fucking world down. Don't matter how much money or how pretty and beautiful and graceful and whatever they are, you know, how intelligent and educated. That shit don't matter, because when that bitch snaps, you gotta be careful who you allow in your ear, because the right person knows how to, you know, play with your emotions, play with your they can cause a whole lot of, yeah. They'll play with your emotions. They'll play with your mind. These are like also mind games, you know, have you very up and down to a point where you'll snap, right? Where you will poison, you'll offer the cup poisoned to the person that you're supposed to love, because you snapped, right? That's, wow, this is insane. Okay. We have Leo. It could be about the season, or it could be the sign of someone angry they can't manipulate you, yeah. Maybe they were angry at him, at Navalny, because they couldn't manipulate him. Maybe he was starting to see something about, like, whether the cause he was fighting for, or the people that he was working for, or the people he surrounded himself with, like his family, his friends. Okay. Anything else? We have mindset. Boss. We have Libra, fair, balanced. These are people put in their place. Somebody was being gaslit. Someone's being threatened, and they're like, shit, now it's time to regroup. Put your hands up. False name. Selective memory, I don't know. I was just pulling, I don't really know. Maybe it'll mean something to you. Generous. We have safe space. Confident. What's this over here? We have petulant. You're still here. Murder for hire. There's an accomplice. This person could be at a hospital. Oh no! This is when they... This was a plot. Like a petulant person. When he was in the hospital, when he had to go to Berlin, doing to others. Motive, bribery, ops are watching. Could have been like a mechanic. I don't know. This is, I'm getting this is when he was like in Berlin. Could anybody ever imagine that we would, that someday we would be like, oh, poor Russia. Like, oh my goodness. Scrub down, trying to clean what they were doing, trying to clean, scrub down everything. Communication, all that shit. Bad employee, arrest warrant. They were paid under the table, they will regret it. There's an eyewitness. Black car or truck. Next step, this person is a mess. Oh my god, okay. Got caught up, they're a mess because they got caught up. Rage, anger, they're pissed off because they got caught up. Fuck. Fuck my life. The mouth ain't mathin', homie. They have no power. The trash took itself out. Bullshit. Cited. This person was cited. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting that he's still alive, homie. Helping hand. Two-faced. Fight argument, yeah. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's dead. That's what I have for you guys.